Kick-Ass Confidence with Linda for women who want more passion, power, and personal style.
Hello, beautifuls, and welcome back to Kick-Ass Confidence. I'm your confidence coach and your host, Linda, and we are diving into that scary, overwhelming, oh my gosh, a cluttered closet and open it up full of clothes and I have nothing to wear. Closet cull. This is not a closet purge. This is not an overhaul. This is a closet cull. C-U-L-L. That means we are going to be ruthless. That means that I'm going to help you take back the power from your closet that is currently the monster over your mornings, and I'm going to put it back in your hands with a very intentional, powerful, life-changing, beautiful assignment called the closet cull. Okay, so if you've just joined us, don't forget you can check our index. This is episode 3. It is all about kick-ass confidence. What is self-confidence? What is self-esteem? And what is the power of personal style? How do we harness that? Why do we want to be confident? What is the big deal about confidence? Confidence is at the center of everything. Confidence is very connected to your spirit of beauty. And I heard a brilliant quote from a guy recently at an AI seminar, and he said, beauty is coming back and she wants her vengeance. I absolutely love that because we don't have a right, as far as I'm concerned, to dim our light and stuff our beauty down and hide it and dress down and blend into the background. That's not who we are. We are women. We are mysterious. We are beautiful. We have energy. We are lovers, givers, creators, educators, nurturers. Human beings are the only creatures that have been placed into our hands the gift to create our own future. You can change what you're doing today and become a surfer or a singer or a coach or a project manager or a doctor if you want to. And so you can change your closet. You have the ability. You have it within you. I'm going to help you. It's really, really important that you understand a couple of things. Number one, this is not a place for any perfect, polished presentations. Perfection has no place here. If you're a perfectionist, I'm going to make 2 suggestions. Number 1, you need to find somebody else because I ain't that. Number 2, stay here for a while. I'm going to help you to heal from perfectionism. It is no way to live. Perfectionism is rooted in fear. There is something else that will propel you forward. That's another conversation for another time. So don't feel like you've got to nail it, all right? So don't feel like you've got to go from 0 to hero in the style stakes or with your capsule wardrobe or with this closet cull. Give it your best damn shot and you're going to get great results. What it is about is taking action. If you want to boost your confidence fast, action is your friend. Action is the only thing standing between your cluttered closet, your frumpy, frustrated status quo, and that confident, bold, beautiful tomorrow. That place that you go and get up and dress up and making it from what it is right now, which is, oh my gosh, it's a mess. I don't know what to wear. And I'm just going to go and wear my old tacky tracky, my yoga pants and my favorite tee again, to creating this beautiful place. You have to go there every morning and sometimes several times a day. So you may as well make it a good place to go. I don't want to go to a place every day that brings me down and makes me feel bad and sad. No, my dressing room, my makeup environment, my dressing table, where my shoes are, everything is organized and beautiful. And by the way, I am not that naturally organized person. No. So there's good news for you if you're out there and you're not that person. I have to work hard at it. I've worked hard at it over all of the years. I have lost cell phones all over the world. Credit cards, bank cards, car keys. Ask my husband, ask my children. They know my natural organization skills, but it's just a skill. Just like style is just a skill. You can become your own style guru. And when you understand self-esteem and how to build upon that rock your self-confidence, which means your trust in yourself, then you learn to harness the power of personal style and oh my gosh, watch what happens in your life. Okay, feel free to go back to our index and you'll see all the episodes listed there with their different titles, and we're going to be talking about all kinds of things, from boobs, bras, and Botox through to having a vision for your hair. What is your vision for your hair? What is the color that you're wearing? Is it yours? Should it be yours? Should it be highlighted? What is your vision for your budget, for your shopping? You don't want to miss the episode on money, honey. That's what it's called, money, honey, because you are losing far more money, more cash in the trash with your shopping habits than you know. And I'm going to show it to you. Why? Because I don't like to know that you're wasting all of that time, all of that money. While we're on the topic, go and cancel your fashion magazine subscriptions. Why? Because they're selling you stuff and you need the skills. Going shopping and buying stuff and building a closet without the recipe is like trying to drive a car and not knowing which, whether it's automatic or stick shift or manual. What is the next step? Which pedal? Oh my gosh, it can be pretty dangerous. It can cost you money. It can knock your confidence right out of your head, right out of your heart. So you want to make sure that you build the skills. If you want to do something well, look at what somebody else has in results. Maybe it's me, maybe it's somebody else, and I'm sharing this with you because I am very passionate about seeing women get up, dress up, and be the bold light on a hill that we are called to be. We are called to arise and shine. Our spirit of beauty has power and purpose. And what am I wearing today? I've got a bright sky blue, oversized kind of crinkly fabric shirt on. I love the color. It gives me energy. I add a dash of bold hot pink on my lips, a little bit of bling, and I'm doing lots of work in the office today, and I'm good to go. I'm dressed in my nice skinny jeans. I've got my favorite beautiful heeled ankle boots on, and I'm ready. I'm focused. I'm positioned. What you wear impacts everything. Your mojo, your mood, your marriage, your money, everything. On that note, you also want to make sure that a little bit later you catch our episode on the capsule wardrobe, okay? So don't stress too much right now about, oh my gosh, if I get rid of these clothes, then there's the capsule wardrobe, the 30 essential pieces that you need, where to find them, in what color, at what price, how do I mix and match them, how do I dress this up, how do I dress that down, what a capsule wardrobe is actually, because most women don't understand or apply it right. It's not this minimalist, boring way to live, not by a long shot. I'm very spontaneous and creative in my passion for fashion. I want a lot of options, but it's quality over quantity, which is something I'm going to teach you. It's another style strategy because, as they say, less is more. When it comes to style. When you have fewer items of a higher quality, you will be shocked at just how many more outfits they produce. Why? Because they look better, they feel better, they sit better, they last longer. My clothes last me 15, 16, 17, 18 years. And I don't have things, bar 2 items, that have been in there for over a year now. And I'm giving myself a deadline. Only 2 items in my whole closet ever that have still got the price tag on. I am determined to wear those 2 items. And if I don't buy a certain one, I'm not sure that the one is going to work. And when it doesn't, if it doesn't by that date, it goes. It costs me a lot of money. I think it's stunning. It's gorgeous. But every time I put it on, it just doesn't work. I trust my instincts. So this is a ruthless closet cull, but it cannot be fearful. Okay, you can't lead with what if. Oh my gosh, what if I lose the weight? What if I get another job? What if I get promoted? What if I go dating again? What if is holding you back? What if has produced a cluttered closet, which produces a cluttered mind, and then you open your closet and you say, I have nothing to wear. All right, you cannot start this. I'm going to give you very specific, easy steps. Whether you are right now in your car, at the gym, walking, maybe you're at home, maybe you're watching the video version, maybe you're catching this on audio, you're going to want your pen, you're going to want your paper, so you may need to pause right now, pen and paper, because I'm going to give you very specific steps of how to go from zero to hero, to take back control of that beautiful closet that has a job to do. It is there to serve you, to position you, to enclothe you. The concept on enclothed cognition is in, I think, the first and second episodes here when I talk about why is there power in our clothing? What is in our clothing? What is enclothed cognition? How come what we wear, including the color, impacts our cognitive processes in life? That is pretty diabolical. It's pretty powerful if you think about that. You also need to remember the concept that I talk about is dress to connect. It's my primary style strategy. Don't dress to impress. Don't dress for success. Dress to connect with 2 people. 1, the woman in the mirror. And 2, the people around you. There is an episode called Dress to Connect. Go and listen to it. It's an absolute game changer. When you start dressing on the outside in a way that reflects the woman on the inside, because she is beautiful, she's powerful, she's experienced, she's amazing. It's another game changer. Okay. So go and check the index on that. And then at the same time, make sure you have a really good understanding of the introduction to this podcast, which is self-confidence. What is it? How does it work? And self-esteem. How do they partner? And then the third chord, which is harnessing the power of personal style. How do I do that? And what does it do for me? Why should I do it? What are the results that flow? Okay. Couple of things before we get into the basic powerful steps. And I hope you're excited, okay? Because this is a good day. This is an exciting day. We just launched our podcast on the 10th of May, 2024, my birthday, my 52nd birthday. I love getting older. I celebrate getting older. It is confirmation that God has plans for me in my future and that I can do things and keep growing, keep learning, keep changing, moving forward, add value, have fun, go on adventures, fall on my face, screw up, and get up and do it all over again. And in the meantime, I get up, dress up, and I have fun with fashion. All right, so Freeze to Connect is really important, but a couple of things on this Tuesday, because every day is Tuesday. Every day we get to choose what we're going to do with our clothes, our money, our time, our gifts, our talents. Couple of things. There is power in your clothing. Apart from the fact that we talk about in clothes cognition, which I mentioned earlier in episodes 1, 2, and 3, what you want to understand is that there are actual things in your clothing that make it hard for you to get rid of the pieces that don't belong in your closet, that don't belong on your body. Things in your closet, in your clothing is money, okay? Your hard-earned money or somebody's hard-earned money is in your clothes. And sometimes we buy things that are really pricey and we can't bring ourselves to get rid of them because they were so expensive. That's not a good reason to keep it in your closet. We've all made those mistakes. We've bought something like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I love it. I've tried it on. You get home, it doesn't work. You try it on again a month later, it doesn't work. And you hold on to it because of the price tag. I've probably done that 2 or 3 times in the last, I'd say, 20, 25 years, because I've taught myself how to look for the things that I know I need that suit my body shape, that complement and highlight what I call my best bits. I've trained myself about 30 years ago of how to build a beautiful wardrobe on a budget, because you don't have to break the bank to look good, and how to be my own biggest cheerleader, how to be for myself, how to be an encourager of my beauty and my body at any shape and size. And those things only came much later. Okay, so there's money in your clothing. Your mood is in your clothing. Think about the last time that you felt down or depressed or tired, or you dress accordingly, right? So we need to learn how to dress to feel positive and excited and energetic and productive. And we're not looking for perfection every day. Remember, some days are high, some are low. But when you have an organized closet where the goal is to simplify, systemize, and scale, that's what we want to do. We are simplifying, we're systemizing, and we're scaling. Scaling means you can build up on that blueprint, on that recipe. You have to recognize the feelings, the moods in your clothing. Sometimes you will hang on to clothes because you wore that in Paris and it was your anniversary, and oh my gosh, it's been in your closet for 9 years and you don't wear it. It can't stay. You can't keep every single memory of your life in your closet. You have memories in your closet, so moods and feelings and memories. Maybe some of you even have clothes in your closet that contain bad memories, like a toxic boyfriend or a relationship, or when you got fired from that position, or when that company closed down, or when your kids left the home and you're dealing with the empty nest syndrome and this is what you were wearing. Okay, you need to just take charge of that. There are ways. You can go online, you can jump onto YouTube. We don't have time to go into every single detail today. I'm going to give you a very powerful, strong, dependable, reliable overview, a blueprint that you can take and apply that's going to give you radical results. But you can go, for example, online and find out, how do I turn my clothing into something memorable? Like, for example, my mom gave me this. She's no longer with me, and I want to create, they create teddy bears out of clothing. They create quilts. Take all of those clothes that you love and create a beautiful big quilt. There's beautiful ideas out there. People are very, very creative. So your fears are in there. What if I lose the weight? What if I get employed? What if has got to go? It has to go, okay? So get your mindset ready before you climb into this closet Cull, which I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. And make sure that you know you're the boss. Your closet is not the boss. You're the boss. You're the person who works, earns, buys the clothing, and the clothes have a job to do. And by the way, they love their job. I love to talk to my clothing. And you might think that that's crazy. Oh, well, that's okay. I humanize everything in life because I just feel like that makes it easier and more enjoyable for me. So when I'm looking at something and I'm not sure which blazer or which cami or which outfit to bring out, I'm like, who wants to come out and play? Who hasn't been out to play for a little while? I go to the back of the rack. I'm like, you know what? You and I haven't played for a while. And I put it on. It's just a fun way to connect with your clothing because your clothes are on your precious body, the holy temple that houses your very soul, okay? So you want to have a good relationship with your clothes. You want to have a positive relationship with your dressing up area. Doesn't matter how teeny tiny or how big your walk-in closet is. I work with women of all shapes, sizes, ages, stages, budgets in life. Some from $25 a month, some to $25,000 to $30,000 a month. It's not expensive to look good, and you don't have to break the bank to do so. I believe in looking for quality over quantity, and I believe in learning how to dress on the outside in a way that reflects the woman on the inside. That is our responsibility. When you learn how to do that, how to walk into a room or a Zoom call, and without saying a word, you communicate that you have a spirit of excellence, attention to detail, that you've got expertise, skills, and experiences that will add value without saying a word. You know how powerful that is? All right, so here's the good news. You can do this, and I'm going to help you. Grab your pen. I'm going to give you a couple of steps that are going to help you to set you up for success with this amazing, exciting closet Cull. Okay, so number one. What you wear to your closet Cull. Yes, what you wear. Because if you do it right, you're going to sweat. You're going to be moving and grooving. You're going to be having a little bit of a gym session. This is hard work. And here's the good news. You have to do it once a year. And after that, not even as much as that. This is the one that's going to set you up for life. This is the one that's going to teach you the skills that is going to put you in the boss position with an amazing relationship with your closet for life. So you want to wear your gym kit. You want to wear your workout kit, whether it's your yoga pants and a cute tank top, and don't go barefoot, okay? Unless you have very precious carpets or something in your bedroom, you want to put your trainers on, your sneakers. You want to get as if you're going to the gym. Tie your hair in a ponytail or whatever it is that you do, because you're going to sweat, you're going to move, you're going to get a great workout, and afterwards you're going to say, damn it, I crushed it. That is step number one. Step number two, you need to schedule a date. Right, so you don't want to do this closet purging every month or every couple of months. This is then what you create is this cloud that hangs over your head the whole year long, and it just becomes this gloomy, doomy thing that you have to do on a regular basis. Closet culling is not fun. Closet purging takes time and energy, and it takes your scheduling, and then you've got husband or boyfriend or work or kids or grandkids that you have to take time away from to do it. So you want to do it well. So you're going to schedule a date, whether it's a Saturday morning or afternoon. When is the most energy that you have in the day? Maybe it's a Sunday. Maybe you have Wednesdays off, whatever it is, and you're going to schedule that date. I would set aside a full day. If it takes you half a day, great. If it takes you 3/4, great. But if you're doing it properly, it's not going to take you less than half a day. Unless even those who are super, super organized, who've got things in place, I have not seen it take less than half a day for the 6 categories that I'm going to give you, okay? So that's going to help you break it down, okay? So you're scheduling a date. That goes in there. You chat to your family or whoever it is and say, guys, this is what I'm doing. It's a non-negotiable. Thanks so much for supporting me in this, because I want to get organized and I want to look good and I want to reconnect with the woman in the mirror and I want to take power back from this thing that is looming over my head every single morning when I dress up. So thanks for your effort. You guys, hey, hubby, can you take the kids for lunch? I'm going to be working. I'm going to be closet culling and I'm excited about it. Okay, put on a dash of hot pink or red lipstick at the same time. Why don't you? I'm telling you, there is it's in one of our episodes, and I talk about red. I talk about power tools that will instantly boost your confidence, and wearing red lipstick is one of them. All right, so Come the day of the closet call, okay? So this is an exciting day. Make sure that either you've got your music on that pumps you up, or if you're anything like me, I need silence. I can't have conversation. I can't have music. I can't have a girlfriend there with me. It needs to be me by me so that I can think. And I actually talk as I go. I'm like, okay, when did I last wear this? And there's two things you want to ask yourself, or one thing, when it comes to whether you're keeping something. Is it mud or is it motivation? This item that I haven't worn, I'm not sure, I'm going, I don't know. Is it mud? Does it bring me down? Does it make me go, or just feel okay? Or is it motivation? I get excited when I wear it. Nothing that is blah or meh or average belongs on your body. You're not blah. You're not average. You're beautiful. You're unique. And that's what this is about, is expressing and extending and communicating your beauty and your uniqueness. It's going to explode your confidence. Okay, so you ask yourself, is it mud or motivation? We'll get there. So step number 1, the closet call day has arrived. You're ready for it. You're on time. And here you go. First category is your clothing. There are 6 categories that I'm going to be taking you through, but your first is your clothing. It's the largest category. Let's go straight in there. It's like eating your vegetables and then having the steak, if that's the kind of person that you are. Okay, so you take all of your clothes, and I mean all of them. You take all of your clothes and you're going to put them onto your bed. Every single item of clothing, not your shoes, not your bling, not your accessory, your clothing, and you put them all on your bed. Why? Because then you will see just how much shit you have in your closet, okay? You need to see it. You need to see how much clothing you actually have. And you're going to go, oh my gosh, no wonder I have nothing to wear. I don't even know where to begin. So you want that to happen. Okay, a little side note, right before the first day, what I meant to mention to you is order yourself some velvet hangers, okay, so that they arrive well before the day of your closet cull. The thin velvet hangers that you get in black, gray, hot pink, they're thin, they're non-slip, and those are the hangers that I always pack when I travel, because why is it that every single hotel or Airbnb never has enough hangers? Okay, so I always take 6 or 7 with me. I get to the hotel, I unpack my outfits on the hanger day by day, sequentially, and then I'm free to enjoy the business or the personal event that I'm there attending. Some velvet hangers. You can get them on Amazon, you get them at Walmart, you get them absolutely anywhere. All right, so now you have all of your clothing on your bed, and what you want to do then is go to your closet and say, right, you want an empty space here. You may want to just take a rag or a duster, clean it out, sweep it out, air it out, move your shoes out the way, because that is going to help you. You're going to get to your shoes just now and stand back and have a look at how much space you've got. Where's the hanging space? What's the shelving space? And if you need to change that, don't feel like that's a fixed thing. You can go to the Container Store. You can go to kind of home edit shops. There's so much out there for like shoe organizers and baskets and beautiful containers and buckets that really will help you to get organized. You don't have to spend a lot of money having shelving put in. You can if you want. It's going to look beautiful. It's going to look more presentable, but you don't have to break the bank on this. Okay, so you're going to stand back and make sure everything is clear, and you're going to kind of say to yourself, every closet is different. You decide, have confidence in yourself. What am I going to hang? For example, what I hang is I've got my things like my blazers, I've got my blazers, I've got my pants, I've got my blouses. Okay, so blazers, blouses, and let's say bootlegs and pants. Those things hang because those are my higher quality items. My lovely camis, my silky camis, I also hang those. I'm going to show you just now how or what to do with them. Is it by color? Is it by item? But I hang the things that need hanging, the quality blouses, the silk camis, the blazers, my jeans and all my pants hang as well on the shelf below that, so I can see exactly what they are. The shelf space, the things that fold over are my sweaters, my leisure wear. You have to have a drawer or a separate little shelf for leisure wear. It is probably the most overlooked shelf in every woman's closet. Leisure wear at home, we're going to go into that detail another time, but you need to, when you have leisure, don't wear your tacky-tracky and that stained t-shirt. You're not going to have as much leisure in it. Leisure wear is simple, it's comfortable, it's soft, it's beautiful, and it's purposeful to help you to have leisure, to rest and to relax. Okay, so I fold my tops, my tees, my sweaters, my thin knits that don't need hanging, a few other things there, and I know exactly where I'm going. Now, do you do it by item or by color? I do both. I am not a complete neat freak when it comes to it has to be 100%. Perfectionism doesn't exist in my life. It did, which is why I went gray at the age of 27. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So I go by item and by color. For example, in my hanging section of my camis, my blouses and my blazers, I have two things going on. Number one, by item. So I've got my sleeveless spaghetti strap camis. Then I've got my little capped sleeve tops. Then I've got my bigger, longer, maybe 3/4 top/blouses. Then I've got my long sleeve tops. Then I've got my blazers. So that I know that when I'm looking for something, normally I wear a cami with a blazer and these jeans, or I'm doing that, and that. There's kind of like a bit of a visual going on. Then what I do is I just go from light to dark. I go whites, ivories, nude, blush, darker, browns, and then I do color, and then I do black at the end. And I mainly maintain that in order. I'd say about 80% of the time, 85%. And then when I don't, after a couple of weeks, it takes me 60 seconds and I just move the colors around. So I go by item and I go by color. On my other shelf, I've got my folded things. So I've got my leisure wear. Then I've got my, what I call my fancy trackie. There is such a thing as smart joggers. That's capsule wardrobe and that's leisure wear for another time. Okay. So by item and by color, I've got a couple of notes here so that I make sure that I don't miss anything for you that really has helped me. Okay. And remember, your baskets and your containers and where are your bags going to go? Where are your belts going to go, for example? We're going to get to that category. So your first category is clothing, okay? That is number one, is clothing. And there will be a lot of it if you want to see it on your bed. Then you go to your closet and you go, okay, I want to see basically what is going where. There is no perfect answer. It's just what's right for you. And maybe you do it this way and then maybe in a year you change it. I've changed mine a couple of times over the years until I know this is how it works for me. And then guess what? 3 years later, I'm changed. I'm different because we are wired to change. And I change it all around. It works for me. I keep it fresh. The important thing there is that you make it a beautiful, positive place to be. Okay, so the next category is your shoes, all right? So your shoes are going to be your boots, your ankle boots, your flats, your trainers, your tennis shoes, your heels, everything. You need to decide, am I going to get myself a shoe organizer? Go to AI. If you're not using AI by now, my friend, you've got to catch up. Technology is amazing. AI, don't be scared of it. AI is an incredible partner. Get onto ChatGPT and say, what is the most purchased and most highly recommended shoe organizer for women? And it's going to give you a brand name. It's going to tell you where to find it. It's going to tell you what it costs. It's amazing. It'll save you hours and hours of research. I love AI. Okay, so when it comes to shoes, I will show you as well in the capsule wardrobe of the 30 pieces, the category for shoes, of which there are staples that you need. Will include a pair of flat ballet flats. It's going to include your flat ankle boots. It's going to include wedges. It's going to include heels. And if you have any kind of feet problem, by the way, I had a bilateral bunion operation many years ago when I was living in the UK. I've had plantar fasciitis. I know all about problem and painful feet. You still are not allowed to wear Crocs or Birkenstocks, okay? We'll talk about that another time. So there are very specific shoes that you need as a very baseline. I'm going to help you to build this blueprint into your closet, and you will be shocked as to just how quickly you become your own style guru, because beauty is inside of you, friend. And as you do this, you'll build confidence. It's going to impact your income and your influence. It's going to impact your fun factor in life. Okay, so that is category number 2. You're going to take your shoes out, all right? And you're going to sort them. Anything that is scuffed and old and doesn't belong there, you are going to get rid of. I really recommend that you find a women's shelter rather than a thrift store to take them to. I will talk to you in the episode about Money Honey, about what the real stats and facts behind thrift stores. Nothing wrong with going there once or twice, but it cannot be your primary shopping strategy as it currently is. You think you're getting a good deal, you're not. The price tag cannot be your style strategy, which is why you have a cluttered closet and nothing to wear. Okay, so you can decide. I've got my flats together, then I've got my tennis shoes and my trainers. Separately to the next cupboard, I've got my flat ankle boots, my heeled ankle boots, my knee-high ankle boots, and above that I've got my heels. How many pairs of shoes does a girl need? probably 7 to just, at the bare minimum. How many do I have? 60 maybe. I don't know, 65. I used to be a real jean freak. I had like 48, 49 pairs of jeans at once, 47 pairs of jeans. I'm like, Linda, this is not okay. Those were my shopaholic days. Those days are over. And I have so much more fun with fashion. And I feel like I'm a better, smarter, savvier dresser as a result. Okay. Closet Cull, category number 3. Okay. Your beautiful bling. So you've done your clothes. You've got your boots. So let's go back to clothes for a minute. Okay. This is obviously going to take the chunk of your time. So let me not rush you through this process. So your clothing, mud or motivation, you've got your velvet hangers there. You know what's going where. Maybe even get yourself a couple of these sticky notes and put them on your closets and say, blazers, jackets, jeans, whatever. And then so that when you get there, you go, okay, you're not going to forget what was I going to put over here? What are these hangers for? Just get yourself a bit organized. You are organized. You are brilliant. You can do this. You have got an incredible mind. So you can do that. And you're going to take your clothes and you're going to be ruthless. I have a beautiful client who got down to 7 items in her wardrobe. And I was like, whoa, okay, stop right there. Let's just stop for a minute. She was so determined. This gorgeous girl is Giovanna, so determined to learn this thing, get on top of it, take the power back. You will hardly recognize the before and after. She's still many years later. I see her at a business conference every now and again. I did for years. I can spot her across the room of hundreds of people. She's short, but she stands out because she's beautiful. She's well put together. She's stylish. And she took this Closet Cull really seriously. And she applied the capsule wardrobe, and oh my gosh, she completely blew me away. She came down to 7 or 8 or 10 items. Guess what? You can live on 7 items for a little while and you don't have to build Rome in your closet in a day. I always say to my clients, take this year. So we work out in the capsule wardrobe. What is your budget? What are the capsule items that you need? What do they cost? Where do you live? And then we work out a plan of what of these items in order of priority do you want to go and invest in first. If you're not working, you may not need the blazers and the smart items. If you are working, you might need a couple more blazers or a couple more jackets and to be suited and booted than someone who lives on a ranch. Okay, so we take all of those things into account, and that's how you establish a budget and a plan of how to build a beautiful wardrobe on a budget, customized to your body shape, your lifestyle, and your profession, and even your personality. Okay, so then you get your clothes organized. The good news is you're going to get the big chunk done first, and it's going to you're going to say no to the mud. I don't like this. There's nothing worse than keeping clothes in your closet that are waiting for the wait. It just reminds you of your failure of going after that goal that you said you wanted to go after 4 years ago. We're going to talk separately about I love my body and how powerful that is. This is not a weight loss program. I'm not a fitness or a health coach, but my clients lose weight here when they make the decision with me to stop criticizing their butt, their boobs, their bellies, their upper arms, and to start loving their bodies. And I don't mean be grateful for your body. I mean loving your body. She is you. She's carried you this far. She's come through all of these things, accidents, injuries, surgeries, trauma, abuse. She's taken you into triumphs and victories. You need to love your body, and we're going to talk about that another time. But that weaves into everything that we do. Okay, so you're going to sort your clothes and make sure you've got some water on hand. Make sure you've got an apple or a banana. When I focus on my clothes or shopping, I've got a bottle of water and a banana. That just gives me long-term sustenance to do what I need to do. And then at the end of it, I reward myself with something, a glass of champagne or something, and some music, and I sit with my husband or whatever it is. So there must be reward after hard work is actually a biblical principle. All right, so your clothing, you've organized it by item, by color, and it will go faster than you think when you just take one category at a time. Your clothing, you're putting in a pile the stuff that's going. Do not go back to that pile, okay? You haven't worn it for a reason. If there are things where you go, but I am getting fitter, then if there are 3 or 4 items, I give you maximum 5. You're allowed 5 items that you are you have the results already, you're getting fit, you're getting healthier, not, I'm going to start, you're on track already, you get to keep those 5 items. All right. Otherwise, it's just a reminder of this hasn't fit you for 7 years, and here I still am, looking at you going, Don't make yourself feel bad. You can love your body. You can love it where it's at. With whatever shape or weight you are right now, that's where you start, is you love your body right there. And stick with me here at Linda Page, and I will show you how powerful that decision is. Okay, then you've got your shoes. Now you're with your bling, okay? I sort my beautiful jewelry into 3 categories: silver, gold, and multicolored. So everything from earrings to necklaces to bracelets, rings, little ankle chain if you like those. I have them in 3 categories. And then I have on my jewelry display, if you put all your jewelry away, you might find that you don't wear it as often as you would like because you just don't see it, out of sight, out of mind, right? So you want to so you're going to have your clothes done, you're going to have your shoes done, and it goes pretty quickly. If you trust me, if you follow this process, you'll get done sooner than you think. You're not going to go in with a negative mindset. You're going in with, I got this. I'm going to be the boss. I am the boss, and I'm going to be in the boss's back in the shoes by the end of this day. Clothes done, boots done. Next, bling. Okay, your bada bling, and you can take that and you put that onto your bed, or you can put it onto a big table, or wherever it is. Maybe you've got a lot, maybe you don't. I sort into gold, silver, and multicolored, and then I have my accessories, my jewelry, on a big, beautiful, old grey wooden cabinet that I had restored. They took the tops off, they put mirror shelves on top, glass in between, and I have it on. I've got my beautiful bracelet rack. You can go into any store, like a jewelry display store, a factory, a warehouse where they sell jewelry display pieces and mannequins for the fashion industry or for boutiques and so on. And you can buy necklace holders, tall, short, black, grey, white, hot pink. You can buy bracelet holders. You can buy ring holders. And you can get those trays that you see in any jewelry store where they actually put the rings into tray. Saves you a lot of space. Maybe you've got them in drawers where you pull them out. That's great too. I like to see mine because then when I see it, it's behind a see-through glass door, and I can see it, and I open it up and I look at the shelves, and then I choose, okay, what am I wearing today? If I'm wearing brown, so I've got brown boots on, skinny jeans, and a very sky blue, bright blue shirt, okay, a collar shirt. So I can wear silver with this, but because of the brown, okay, so these are my brown boots, if you're catching me on video. So brown and blue goes. How do I know? I take my inspiration from creation. If God saw fit to go out there and put the beach together with beautiful brown sand and stunning, beautiful turquoise. Okay, now I've gone off. There it is. Okay, we're back in Zoom. I can't move around here too much. So the beach, blue and brown. Does blue and brown go together? Yes. Does pink and green go together? Well, have you seen a meadow ever full of beautiful pink flowers with green leaves? Yes, it does. Of course, there are some very basic color guidelines, and we do that separately on another episode as well. It is much simpler than you think. But so I decided, okay, I'm wearing brown and blue. And so I like the gold that goes in. It weaves in with the brown a little bit. And that's what I'm doing today. So I love layered necklaces, big hoops. I've got a little bit of color on my wrist, and it just gives me a little bit of energy. A dash of bold via hot pink on my lips. And I'm good to go. I'm in the office. I work from home. I do not work in my tacky tracky or in my pajamas or from bed. Okay, so back to your bling. Get rid of items that are tarnished, that you don't wear, that are teeny tiny, and you've had them forever and you're just not using them. Bless them to somebody else. Maybe you've got a little girl or a granddaughter who would love to wear it. But separate the stuff that needs to go. Be ruthless. What you're doing here is you don't see it as you're losing something. You're actually making space to gain something else that is going to be more accurate of the woman on the inside. You have to wear on the outside that which reflects the woman on the inside, okay? So that's your bling. You're going to take that, however much you've got, put it on your bed or a large table, sort through it, unknot it. If you don't have things to hang it on, that is another note to make actually earlier on, is if you want to have a look at, you can go to lindapage.com. You can join us at school.com, and I've got loads and loads and loads of pictures and videos where you can see exactly what I'm talking about, what they look like, the ring holders and the necklace display units. And I'll show you there. We're on social media. We're on Instagram, LinkedIn, we're on Facebook. Go and find us, link arms with us, start doing life with us. It's all about getting up, dressing up, and being a bold light on a hill, expanding our confidence, our influence, and our income oftentimes, and having fun with fashion. No more dressing down and apologizing for our body, our beauty. And we also talk about abuse. We talk about sexual abuse, but emotional, spiritual, and physical abuse, because that has a huge impact on how you dress. What you've been taught and what you've been through is going to dictate what you wear, because you are either hiding or highlighting your body for the right or the wrong reasons. We don't have a right to dress our beauty down, friend. No other creature does that. Why should we? It is just BS training out there in the world that we need to break agreements with, and I'm going to help you to do that. Back to your bling. You're organized. You've got it separated into gold, silver, and multicolor, or whatever works for you, okay? You don't have to agree with everything that I'm saying here. Maybe you've got your system and it works, but we can all learn from each other. I can learn something from you in fashion, and maybe you're not even a stylist. Maybe you're not even in fashion. There are so many things we can learn from each other. So don't feel like everything I say has got to be your new gospel for your closet. I will tell you this. I am damn confident about what confidence is, what it's not, self-esteem, identity, your purpose. Your purpose, by the way, does not have anything to do with your profession. Your purpose is not caregiver. Your purpose is not to be that doctor, that lawyer, that teacher, that project manager. Your purpose is not wife or mother. What if those things were all stripped away from you? What are you left with? If your legs were taken from you, your voice, your mind, what if all of that was stripped away? What's your purpose then? That is a separate episode. Your purpose does not equal your profession. It's a very dangerous way to wrap your identity around the wrong thing. How do I know? I did it. And how confident am I about helping you with your wardrobe and personal style? I've been doing it since I was 17 as a desperate measure to think, how am I going to survive? I have no education, no job, no skills, no money, no home, no clue. What am I going to do? But I did know how to dress. All right, so Bing is done. Category number 4 is your bags and your purses and things. Okay, so your handbags, your crossbody bags, your formal bags, your clutches and things like that. Those need a place of their own. Now, I know a lot of people use the bag trees and the coat racks for the. I just find it a bit unsightly. It looks very untidy to me. I've tried them over the years. I'm like, I even got the most beautiful silver, gorgeous coat rack, and it doesn't work for me. So I have my clutches. So what kind of bags do you need? Again, we're going to go into that in the capsule wardrobe. And you don't need as many as you think that you do. You do need 4 staples. But if that's what blows your hair back and bags are your thing, go whatever blows your hair back. Knock yourself out. If you want 60 bags, go for it. I don't understand spending thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a little Birkin. I don't. But who am I to say that you shouldn't? Who am I to say that that's crazy? It's your money. You spend it the way you want. As long as we are faithful with our gifts, our money, our body, our time, our skill sets, our fame, as long as we're faithful as we can be with that, whatever blows your hair back, friend, knock yourself out. Okay, so just don't be an it girl, okay? Don't be an it girl falling for an it bag. Every time this new thing comes out, you have to have it. Then you just look like everybody else. Then you are falling victim to fashion instead of being a beautiful example of personal style. Fashion is our Ferrari. It is the machine, the well-oiled machine that is amazing, that inspires us with new colors, new styles, new textures, new fabrics. But personal style is personal to you. Don't get the two mixed up. All right, so you've got your bags, your purses, your clutches, they all need to go either on one of your top shelves. Maybe they go into a closet somewhere. Maybe they go into a glass cabinet. I've got my clutches, which I've got lots of, probably 11 or 12, maybe more, I love clutches. They make such a style statement. That is going to be in capsule wardrobe. Don't miss that episode. And I've got them in my glass and mirror white wood cabinet with all of my bling. I love how it looks. They kind of hang out together. They're buddies, and it inspires me to wear them. Okay, so that is category number 4. You're going to take them. This is a very quick category, and you're going to say, all right, I've had this one out of habit, this black bag, this purse that looks like she just wants to go and die and rest in peace. I've had her for too long. Thank her. Mwah, goodbye. Bless you, and now just go to sleep, my love, because you've done your job. And now you're making space for what's going to be a purse or a bag or a tote that is going to be representative of you and your personality and your lifestyle. Category number 5 is makeup. All right, so makeup as well as all of your toiletries. We have far more makeup than we need. That is 95% of women, 99% of women. So, number 1, you want to go to your makeup where it is. And number 1, make sure it's all in one place. If you've got some in the bathroom and the bedroom and your office and just get it all together and put it on a big table in front of you and be ruthless. You've probably got 6 mascaras, 25 lipsticks. Maybe you've got 12 lip glosses. I'm a lip gloss girl, so I do have about 20 lip glosses, 25 maybe. You've got lots and lots of eye pencils and Cull pencils. How much foundation do you have that's some is open, some is not, some is old, some is expired? So get rid of it. Be ruthless like your clothing. Get rid of the stuff that it's on its last legs. Don't worry if there's a teeny tiny little bit left. I am very serious about I maximize whatever I can. I squeeze stuff out of the toothpaste tube. But when it goes hard and dry, I'm not going to make my life difficult and go and get scissors and cut it open. I don't do that. I used to. It created a good mindset. But if there's a tiny bit left and I feel like my skin is a little bit dry and I need to open the new one, then the tiny bit goes. And I do mean it's a tiny drop. Don't sweat it because there's a drop left in there, okay? It's more rewarding to be organized and effective and efficient with the tools and the props that you're using. So with your makeup, you want to make sure, and that, by the way, is also in my coaching at lindapage.com. If you're catching this in May, by the way, 21 and 22 June 2024, we are in Dallas, Texas for the first time for our Linda Page live event. I'm going to show you all of this stuff from stage. We're going to be in a beautiful, powerful, practical workshop environment, you alongside maybe a couple of hundred other women. We're going to keep it small and focused, maybe 150 women. We'll see what that looks like. And I'm going to show you these powerful tools that in one weekend, I'm going to put into your hands years and years worth of my testing and my trialing and my sorting things out between makeup and hair and fashion and shoes and belts and accessories. We're going to have a blast. lindapage.com and go and click on the live event. You don't want to miss that. Okay, so your makeup. Also, you want to check, how are you storing it? Is it in a big bag? Is it ugly? Is it old? Is it falling apart? Color is so important, friend. We love color. We are visual beings, every single human being. So you want to make sure that you've got a beautiful toiletry bag and a makeup bag, whatever kind is good for you. We do more of that detail in the capsule wardrobe. And you want to make sure that when you go to it, it's pretty, that it pulls you in, it's inviting. Your whole get-up, dress-up area, from your hair to your makeup, to blow-drying your hair, to getting dressed, to walking out your front door, that whole get-up, dress-up area has got to be inspiring. Maybe your closet area needs a lick of paint. Maybe it needs a little bit of shelving. Maybe the door must come off there, that old brown skew door that you don't like. Maybe give it a coat of paint. Maybe take the door off completely. Maybe put in a beautiful curtain that's going to inspire you. If faith is important to you, put up a big, beautiful framed favorite scripture that when you walk in there, it's going to remind you of your spirit of beauty, of your call to arise and shine, right? So this area is your special area for you, the woman, to start your day. Whatever your routine is, whether it's a 5 a.m. or a motivation or a devotion or whatever it is, part of your routine needs to be your get-up, dress-up routine. It can be simple, predictable, powerful, and enjoyable because that's all in your hands to create. So you're sorting out your makeup, you're sorting out your toiletries as well. You don't need 9 bottles of body lotion. You don't need 17 bottles of moisturizer. Use one, finish one, then open the other. You don't need 25 tubes of toothpaste. It takes up space, it clutters the closet, it clutters the mind, and then you go, oh my gosh, and you use the word that I used earlier, that I stopped using years ago, by the way. You don't want to use the word overwhelmed. It doesn't serve you. If you say right now, oh, I feel overwhelmed, guess how you're going to feel? Completely overwhelmed. So you can flip that over. I used to use it quite a lot. I'm like, I'm not going to use it anymore. I don't even like the word. I'm not going to use it. Okay, so maybe you're feeling excited to take control back. Maybe you're feeling, like a badass boss because right now you're going to take control of this thing. So your makeup, your toiletries is category number 5. Make sure that you have your whole get up, dress up area looking and smelling and feeling like a place that draws you in every day, that inspires you to get up, dress up, arise and shine. Make it pretty. And if you have lighting, obviously, is very important when it comes to makeup. Again, in the capsule wardrobe, I talked to you about where to find mirrors that have got, depending on your age, I can't put my makeup on without any magnifying mirrors anymore because that's just what it is. The 10th of May, 2024, I'm 52 and I can't see. So I've got a magnified thing and I've got that beautiful Hollywood vanity mirror that you can get it on Amazon, you can get it anyway. And it's got, I think, 12 or 14 bulbs around it. Nice square on my beautiful mirror little dressing table, and that's all that I need. I've got from the Container Store a really beautiful transparent, looks like very much fits into my mirror and my glass decor in my room, which is gray and white with splashes of turquoise velvet lounge pieces here and there. I've got a chaise longue outside the room, which is beautiful. By the way, let me help you with something. It's a chaise longue, not a chaise lounge. It is a French invention that came out in the Renaissance time years and years and years ago, where women who they were wearing the corsets and they needed to go and lie down after tea or after a meal, and instead of retiring to the bedroom, which is where they undress and stay for the night, there was this interim invention that a guy came up with. And it's called a chaise longue, where they would just lie down, catch their breath, make sure they're no longer lightheaded after, the corset is sucking the blood out of their bodies and their brains. They look beautiful, but hey, that's, oh my gosh, an interesting conversation. How it broke bones, it's just horrific. Anyway, so it's a chaise longue, Longue. Most Americans say chaise lounge. Personal style includes how you speak, includes how you spell. And again, we don't want perfect, but you do want to say chaise longue. You do want to know some basic things. You do want to say gilet, for example, Gilet. A gilet is another French piece maybe in your closet. And basically, it's a sleeveless, beautiful jacket. So you get men's and women's gilets. Again, capsule wardrobe conversation. All right, so that whole area now you are taking charge of. It's makeup and it's toiletries, and you're chucking away stuff that is dirty. If you've got a couple of pieces of makeup and products that are still in good condition, you wear them, make sure that it's clean. Just take a cloth, make it, and make sure that you're cleaning it. Your brushes, by the way, in our other episodes, we talk about how to clean your brushes. Not me. I've got an award-winning makeup artist in there. I'm not a makeup artist. You don't have to be a makeup artist to do good makeup, by the way. It's all just a skill. How to do your brushes, what kind of brushes do you need, that's all coming separately. But that's an area you want to go and just say, okay, it's category 5, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm almost done. And your final category is all of your accessories. So that's going to be your scarves, your belts, your nail polish, your hats, all the little all and sundry items that you'll find maybe in different places all over your room, all over your bathroom, all over your dressing area. And it's scattered and it's cluttered and you want to just organize it. So you might decide, okay, my accessories are scarves, hats, belts, and nail polish. Or maybe your nail polish is with your makeup. I don't have now. I mean, I've got 3 little bottles that I do with my little girl every now and again because I don't do regular nail polish. It chips. I don't do that. It's a waste of time. I don't do my nails all the time. I do them for special occasions because it does ruin your nails. But I love to have my nails done. I love the French ombre look as well. So it's color. It's part of you. It's your personal style. So you might decide, okay, my scarves, my belts, and my hats, these are my accessories. And you might want to get hat boxes. They're beautiful. These things are sold in vintage stores and consignment stores all the time. This, round hat boxes if you've got space for that. Or you might decide, okay, I've got caps because I do a lot of hiking. You can put them on a proper shelf. You've got your belts. I've got a belt coat hanger, so you get a very narrow 2 or 3 layer belt hanger. It don't hang them over stuff because they fall all the time, right? So it's a velvet belt hanger, mine is 3 layer, and I've got my 6 or 7 belts, maybe 8 belts that hang there in one place, all in one place, not taking up too much time. My scarves, I've probably got, I'd say, it doesn't get very cold here in Africa, but I get cold very easily. So I've got probably 4 or 5 scarves that I fold over that are quite thin, that just add a bit of color, but they keep my neck warm. And I have 2 big, bulky, beautiful cashmere scarves that I keep. One is folded up above my other scarves, and the other one, I've got a little mini half mannequin to the left of my full-length mirror where I put my beautiful faux fur, blush champagne-colored coat because it just makes me feel happy every time I see her. I put a beautiful necklace around her with my gold blingy little clutch. And then I put my big, beautiful light blue, brown, ivory, and kind of like a blue color, kind of like a broad, soft check over her. And I've used it a couple of times because I see it there. And it just brings a little bit of color in where it's right in front of my window and it catches the light. It makes me happy. All right, so that is category number 6. Now, I have raced you through this for a couple of reasons. Number 1, this is a high-level blueprint that you can get going with right away. Style is just a skill, and you are brilliant. And you are called to arise and shine. This is just a date to be scheduled. This is just a task to be ticked off, and you'll be back in the boots of the boss at the end of the day. Then you reward yourself with that glass of wine, that cup of tea, that Zoom call, that glass of champagne, whatever it is, because this is going to be a really big achievement for you. Don't underestimate this event, this assignment, this call to action. It's in my flagship coaching program called Dress to Connect. It's the very first assignment for a reason. It sets the tone for everything else. You are beautiful. You are worthy of feeling amazing, looking fantastic, and walking into a room or down the road, turning heads and being admired for a woman who is successful, smart, beautiful, stylish, and strong. We can be fierce and feminine at the same time. We can be powerful and pretty at the same time. And there's nothing wrong with getting up, dressing up just to feel pretty. It is not a pursuit in vanity. We have an episode on faith in fashion coming up. And let me tell you something. I take the Bible out and we go balls to the wall on what does the truth say about our body, our beauty, our magnetic womanhood. What does it say about fashion? What does it say about all of those things? We go into detail on that, so do not miss that one. The truth always will set us free. The truth will always, always bring to us the very core of who we are as a human being, who we are as women. Okay, so capture wardrobe, you're going to catch another time. Remember to create a beautiful, pretty painted place for your dressing area if that is what is needed to make it a really beautiful, exciting place to go. You've done this now. You're going to reward yourself at the end of the day. You're taking those clothes, those shoes, that bling, that makeup, the toiletries, the accessories, everything that you are not keeping. It should be a pretty substantial pile. Remember, you're keeping 5 items of clothing. That's it. 5. If you're on a tiny budget, maybe you keep 1 or 2 extra pairs of shoes, and I'll help you to work a plan. If you have questions, email support@lindapage.com, and one of my team will get the question to me. I'll answer your question right here on this podcast. I'll answer it and make sure that you get the detail, because that's why I'm here. Why am I doing this? Without going into my backstory again, you can catch it on episode 1 when I say, welcome to Kick-Ass Confidence. We launched on the 10th of May on my birthday. I used to hate my own name. I used to hate what I saw in the mirror. No matter how teeny tiny I was, no matter how successful I was in business, I used to hate everything about myself, my face, my body. I was raised on abuse, sexually, physically. I was raised in violent homes, 8 of them. I was rejected, abandoned. I didn't have an alcoholic father. I had 4. And there was just a lot of shit that went down. By the time I got to 17, I didn't like myself. There's no way I would love myself. What does that mean? Self-confidence? What is that? Self-esteem? I don't know what that is. And I went to work. And I found a way. And I'm so passionate about women. I look at women far more than men look at women. If you ever meet me or we see, you'll find me checking out your butt, your boobs, your legs, because I think women are the most beautiful creatures on the planet. I think that women have got the most interesting jawlines, the hair, the ears, the size of the broadness of the shoulders, the hands. Every woman is so different. I'm so interested in the difference and the uniqueness between women. I find women absolutely mesmerizing. I really do. I'm very happy married to my husband, okay? I'm not into women. If you are, hey, whatever blows your hair back. But I love looking at women. They are the most beautiful creatures to me, and that is you, my friend. No matter what's happened to you, no matter what was spoken over you, no matter what kind of trauma or abuse you come from, I'm here to tell you that I found a way, I forged a path, I built a blueprint, and I went from hating what I saw in the mirror to becoming my own greatest cheerleader, to saying I love my body and believing it, to getting up, dressing up, and rising up to the calling of my life, to being that bold light over a hill that I know you and I are called to be. There is a way. Style is just a skill I can teach you. Stop buying this stuff. Get into the skills and you will find a whole world opens up to you. You are worthy of looking beautiful. You deserve to be respected and admired. You were designed to arise and shine. Your spirit of beauty is a spirit within you. It needs feeding. If you don't feed it, it's going to get hangry. It's going to get grumpy and frumpy, and that's not good for anybody. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. There's a lot more, of course, that we can discuss. I'm going to break down these conversations to help you. Remember, the goal of this closet cull is basically 3 steps. You want to simplify, systemize, and scale. So number 1, you're simplifying. You're culling, you're getting rid of, you're clearing out, you're just decluttering, and you're simplifying, okay? Then you're going to systemize, which is where the capsule wardrobe comes in. I'm going to help you with what are the best brands, which ones are reliable and are reputable and bring really good value for money. Those with good online terms and services as well. That's the system, basically. And then after that, all you do is scale. So it's like building a house, okay? So you've got a house, the foundations, the structures, the beams, the steps. That's what the closet is. And then I'm going to show you how to build your own home, how to put your personal touch on your closet so that it is your personal style. I am going to tell you what you get, where to find it, in what color. But guess what? If I said to you and 20 other women, go and get a sky blue collared, oversized shirt that folds up to 3/4 and comes somewhere between, your hips and your thighs. All 21 of you are going to come back with something very different. Why? Because you're different. Because you're drawn to different things. You'll go to different brands. You have different personalities, different lifestyles. You're at different ages and stages of your life. And that's the beauty of personal style. It is so personal to you. And it's a beautiful thing, friend. It's a beautiful thing. Don't let fashion intimidate you. I'm here to kick down the doors on the exclusive people and products and habits out there that have made women feel intimidated by fashion. They've made them feel excluded from these clubs. They make them feel like fashion is only for the fashionistas and will always be dependent on others. You will not. Style is just a skill. I want to show you that the fashion is the Ferrari in your closet. You need to learn the skill. And then when you do, you will start getting in and driving this beautiful red, or I don't know what other color you want, Ferrari that is your personal style, and it will take you places. You will get invitations that blow you away. You will get invited places. You'll get approached for your opinion, your input to lead projects that has never happened before. Why? You change your closet, change your life. Fashion is not fickle. Beauty is not vain. We are called to get up, dress up, arise and shine, and be a bold light on a hill. That is what we are called to do. When we don't do that, we get grumpy, frumpy, frustrated. That is not good for us, for business, for family, for relationships, for life, nothing. It is to arise and shine. We have no right to dim our light. Who are we to say no to our spirit of beauty when it is a gift that we were created with by the creator of the universe? Remember, I said to you, there is a chapter on faith in fashion. I love that we are all different here, whether you are Christian or agnostic or atheist, or whether you are Buddhist, or whether you are whatever it is. You're so welcome here. Please do come in with your different views and values and cultures. Heaven forbid we all dress, speak, look, and think and believe the same thing. What a dull world that would be. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is my sincere hope that you have felt encouraged, that you have felt like you've got some kind of plan right now. You can replay this anytime if you want to get pen and paper and sit and just write down the steps again. I really believe that you are going to do this, that you're going to come away with results. And if you do and you want to share it with us, go to support@lindapage.com. Comment here on the podcast. Let us know what your results were. If you have questions, support@lindapage.com. We're here to help you. Have an amazing team who is also very passionate about seeing you rise up. Whether you are a homemaker or a homeschooler, whether you are a woman in business, the marketplace is a place I've been in for 35 years across 44 countries. I'm extremely passionate about seeing women rise up in business. I've got a power tool coming your way a little bit later on that is going to set you apart from everybody else. That, combined with harnessing the power of personal style, my friend, buckle up. You're about to go on a wild ride that is going to give you radical results, and I am going to celebrate with you. So we're going to wrap it up there. www.lindapage.com. If you want any more information, the live event in June is coming. We've got lots of exciting things coming your way. I am really enjoying my time with you. There's only one thing I would change. Like I said to my husband the other day, I'm loving doing this. I knew that I would. I feel like I'm speaking with her, with you. The only thing I would change is I wish I was in a room so I could see you. You are beautiful. Your face alone is captivating. Doesn't matter what you've been through, okay? Listen to what I'm saying. As we wrap up, it doesn't matter what you've been through. Your past does not dictate your future. You can overcome anything. And I will help you to resurrect your spiritual beauty. Not because I'm all that or I'm the shizness, but because I did it for myself and it saved me out of a pit of despair. I worked on my confidence. I went from 0 to kick-ass confident. And I want you to experience the same. You are worthy of that. You and I both. Thank you for hanging out with me here. I love you. I bless you. Remember, the call to action is get up, dress up, and be that bold light on a hill that you know you are called to be. And I will see you on the other side.